Are you looking for a way to mount your GoPro or GoPro style camera to your motorcycle? Well, if you own a Harley touring model, I just may have an answer for you. Stick around, that's coming up next. You know, my wife found an inexpensive GoPro style camera online. It takes really good video and it constantly loops, so you don't have to worry about overwriting or replacing the SD card. The only thing about it is the mount that it came with for the motorcycle application or similar was just an adhesive pad, and then it had a mount that you stuck to that pad, and it just doesn't work for me. A lot of vibration on a Harley or any motorcycle for that matter going down the road. I knew it was going to eventually fail, and it did. I started digging around and ran across this guy that clued me into a company called CIRO. It's a universal ball style mount. This one's designed to go right here in the center of the fairing, but they do make others that you can adapt to a variety of motorcycles. I'm going to leave the website address for you in the video description. You can check them out. But let's go see just how involved this is to install. Now on the Streetglide that I own, there are 3 fasteners that hold the windscreen to the fairing, and the center one is the longer of the 3. The other 2 are shorter in size. So this kit comes with both sizes. This is just a 1/4 inch by 20 thread, and it's just long enough to take the place of the center screw. There is a small Allen fitting here on the end to help make assembly a little bit easier. Then there is a spacer sleeve here. And then finally there's the ball stud that we're going to put in the center. And it too has an Allen there. Again, since any motorcycle is subject to some vibration, I'm going to put some thread lock on the threads, and then we'll go ahead and assemble these pieces. All right, being wary of where the thread, again where the Allen is here in the end, that's going to be on the end facing out from the ball. So I'm just going to put a little thread locker here on the bottom. Don't need a lot. It'll actually spread as I thread it into the ball fastener. So I have that. I have the cup. We'll put that on. Then I have the ball. I'll get that in the frame. Get the ball. We'll get that started. And we're just going to run that down as far as we can by hand. All right, now I'll need a couple of tools to snug that down good and proper. All right, don't let the size of the ratchets bother you. It's the only 2 sizes I had. I'm not trying to break this thing off, but I do want to get it snug, so I'm just going to bring that down and feel that snug. And that's a mechanics term we'll have to explain a little bit later on. You know, there's snug, tight, and then really damn tight. So we just want snug on this. Okay, got that taken care of, on to the next step. All right, so I've got the ball ready to be installed. It's going to go in place of this center stud that secures the fairing to the windshield to the fairing body. Let's grab a wrench here and we'll get this one out of the way. And as I mentioned, there's 2 of them or 3 of them on the bike that secure that fairing, that windshield to the fairing. The center one is the longer of the 3. The other 2 are shorter than the center. So we've got the right stud in place. Now I've already taken the liberty. Got a little Loctite on there already. Probably don't really need it. These aren't under a whole lot of tension. But it'll help it stay secure. That's fine. So we'll thread the ball stud in there. Get it to where it's just seated. And then we're going to just give it a little snug. Not much. If you give it too much, you'll actually start to crack the plastic here on the fairing. I don't want to do that. So there we go. There's the ball stud portion. Now we need to put on the part that we're actually going to secure the camera to. All right, so we have the ball stud in place. We have our mount, and we have the collet that's going to actually put the tension against that ball stud once these are all installed. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to slide the collet over the ball stud, and then I'm going to lightly press this down in place over the ball. And then I got to go ahead and try to get this started on the threads. That can sometimes be a little bit tricky, so bear with me. You don't want to cross it, you want it on there square. Okay, so that went on nice and square. So now I can put my camera on and I can position it however I want to where it's pointing to where I want it to point. And once I have that, I can go ahead and finish snugging down that collet, and then it's not going to go anywhere. Well, there you go. That's the CIRO universal camera mount for Harley touring motorcycles. Again, you can find out about their website and where to buy them out in the video description below. Thanks for watching.